Yes, guys, we're back on our video, and what a guest we've got today. It's called Arsenal against Nottingham Forest on Sunday at the Emirates Stadium. And as you see, look who we've got with me, guys. We've got Mr. Dor on tour. How you doing, my man?
I'm not too bad. Thank you for having me on. Thank you for having me on, too Gunnar.
Bro, yeah, it's my pleasure, of course. Guys, if you're not subscribed to Dor on tour, the link is in like the comment. You can click his channel, subscribe to him. He's an amazing YouTuber. Yeah, Nottingham Forest fan, of course, which is why he's on here today. And yes. Hello, Seb. How you doing, my friends?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Yeah, this is Dor, mate. He's a Nottingham Forest fan. Yes, Seb goes to all the Arsenal games as well, my man. So Seb, you going tomorrow?
I'm afraid not. Actually, I'm going up to Dartford to Sunday.
But no, yeah, obviously it's been everyone in the chat so far. Go through the comments in a bit, but yeah, let's just kick things right off then. Let's get into the first thing. We're gonna start off with Dor on tour, of course, because is Nottingham Forest season so far. Like, obviously, you're bottom of the league at the moment. You got a very good result against Liverpool last week. And what's been your thoughts on the season so far? And did it really did you expect this to happen for Nottingham Forest to be right at the bottom at this stage of the season?
As you know, it's the first time Forest back in the league after 23 years. We know it was going to be a tough league, but we didn't expect to be as tough as you see it. Did I expect to be bottom of the league? Maybe. Like I said, we started all right at the start of the season. When we lost to Newcastle, and then we beat West Ham 1-0, and then we drawn 1-1 with Everton, that we should have beat them. And then it's not been great afterwards, like 5 tweets in a row, especially the Leicester game that hurt us, losing 4-0 to them.
Yeah.
And then Forest had to change formation, change personality and everything. And then the game against Aston Villa, we changed, like we said, we had to change everything. That was 1-1. We lost 1-0 to Wolves with a dodgy penalty. And then we drawn 0-0 against 7th place Brighton. And then, as everyone knows, we slapped Liverpool. They deserve to be slapped. And then, yeah, it's been a crazy season, but we're bottom of the league for the reason. So, listen to me. Was I expecting this? Maybe, but listen, I'm enjoying the Premier League, and it's just good to be back.
Yeah, man, and obviously in the summer window, you signed God knows what was it, 20 players in the window?
23 players.
23 players, man, crazy. And how do you think that's gone? Like, are they all gelling together yet this season, or is it going to take more time?
It's going to take more time. Everyone knew that we had to get 23 players in. So we had to, like I said, we had to get 23 players in. It'll take time. It'll take time to get players in and that. So, yeah, bringing 23 players, anyone, it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, big up, Stephen. How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right, man. Just get myself prepared for this evening, going out for a meal, and ready for the football tomorrow.
Yeah, nice, man. Yeah, of course. Seb, let's go over to you now. What's been your thoughts on Nottingham Forest this season so far?
Well, to be honest, if you're going to sign that many number of players, it's going to take time to gel. But obviously, you have to go from their most recent game. Obviously, they got a big win against Liverpool and then a draw against Brighton. So it does look like they're slowly getting into gear. Before then, they were really struggling. And I feel this could be one of their transitional seasons where you don't know what you're really going to expect, if they are going to stay up or they are going to go down. But it's good to see them back in the Prem, because you like all these old school big clubs, bigger than Tottenham they are, to come back in the Prem. But yeah, to be honest with you, maybe they shouldn't have signed that many players. But you can.
We had no choice. We had no choice to bring the players in. That's the problem.
3, literally, you've literally brought in like they're good enough for like 2 teams. Obviously, there's some
We
good
had
ones there. Apart from
we had no choice.
there's some
we
good
had-
ones there. Like Dean Henderson's a good keeper. Jesse Lingard is okay. He's okay. Morgan Gibbs White is pretty good. Your manager's good. He did well last season to get you from bottom of the league to in the Prem, so that has to be creditable. And obviously, I remember when you played Tottenham, you actually battered them, but you just didn't finish your chances, and then they just had a couple of clinical moments and they took them. So I have actually been watching some of your games, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see how you get on this season.
Yeah, before we move on to Stephen, let's go to the comments. Coach Corner says, Forest, please win or don't, because when Arsenal was in poor form and they faced us, they beat us. So, yeah, big up Coach's Corner. Big up Tom. He says 4-1 to Arsenal. Arsenal Alex, big up yourself, my man. Luca, he goes 2-1 to Arsenal. Big up Owen12. Big up Ryan. Forest finish, you've got 4 points. Last 2 games. Forest players is going to take time for players to gel in. Yeah, so Stephen, mate, what's been your
It's
thoughts?
funny Lucas saying that because like literally 2 minutes before then he was saying all shit.
That's my point. This is why I didn't get him on. This is why I don't put him on.
No, do you know why he's saying that now? It's because I literally had about an hour's conversation explaining what the problem is at the minute. Not in the Forest. He said you got to take you could buy a whole squad. It's going to take
it's going to
20
take
minutes.
time.
It's going to take about it's going like you're not going to. It's when all of a sudden in 10 games just going to go like that. Like,
Matt says 4-0 to Arsenal. But yeah, Stephen, what's been your thoughts on Nottingham Forest this season, mate?
Look, it's like people saying is that when you like bring that many players in, it's going to take time. But you can see with results like you saw against. I mean, the Liverpool game itself, it weren't so much like it was people will probably look at that and think it's a snatch and grab, right? If you looked at it on paper, you'd think it's a snatch and grab win. But when you're actually looking at it, like when you actually look at the game in context, it wasn't the fact they won that game; they battered them, right? And don't forget, this is the same Liverpool side that went to a Champions League final, right? They absolutely tore them to shreds. So and Forest, and I even saw it against Spurs earlier in the season. Spurs didn't deserve to win that game. Not I push to even say they didn't even deserve a point. I think Forest should have deserved all 3 points out of that game. So to be fair, like you can see quite clearly once that team starts gelling together, that team will easily stay in the league. Because if you look for that team, it's got quality players. People that might say like Lingard's finishing all that, yeah, he might be finished for like Man United or something, or a Chelsea or a top club like at the very top. If you're looking at a team that's wanting to first stay in the league before pushing up further in the table, he's ideal. Right, you saw it with West Ham. So it takes time for these players to start playing together, and when they do, I don't see it. That's why I've always said I think Forest will stay up because the amount of talent they brought in, that there will be serious questions asked if they're 20 games in and they're still struggling to get that team together.
Yeah, 100%, man. Big up Tom as well. How you doing, man?
Yeah, not too bad, guys. Thanks for having me. Yeah, I don't think it'll be as easy as people are predicting this game against Nottingham Forest. To be honest, I think it'll be a tough challenge after what happened with Liverpool. And Stephen's right. There's some games this season they've just been really unlucky and not finishing their chances and everything. In terms of staying up, who actually thinks they will stay up? Because I'm not really sure about it, to be honest.
Why? Why?
I don't know. I just think that there's other teams around that have a bit more quality than them. But I just want to know. I just want to
like who?
But that's why I was going to ask you, like, as a Forest fan, do you actually think you'll stay up? Be honest with me now.
Yes, we are. I'm the games we played so far 11.
Yeah.
14,
and
we're
we
on
play
match day 14.
and we play
13.
38 games, so it's too early to say if we're going to go down. But
Yeah, fair
at,
enough.
at the moment of time, we're bottom of the league. We're in the same points with Leeds and Wolves. There's still teams above us that are on 10 or 11 points. So I won't say, right at this moment in time, yes, we deserve to go down. Don't beat the push. But do you think we'll go down? Listen to me, it's too early to say. I'm not
I
going to say
don't
yes.
think
No.
it's not a guarantee. Don't get me wrong, but I do
Yeah,
think.
but you just said you just said what did you say?
I said I think you'll go down, but doesn't mean I guarantee it. Just because of the way the season's planning out and stuff like that, and obviously Leeds and Wolves have had the experience of being in this league for a few years now.
Can I just come in on there? Sorry.
Yeah,
I do feel with this season, we all said at the start of the season when Scott Parker left Bournemouth, right? We were all saying Bournemouth were condemned, right? And look where they are now. So, which is, to be honest, is the two massive fingers up to Scott Parker, because he made it sound like they were guaranteed to go down. So, but like, I feel this season it's probably going to be one of the tightest relegation battles you're going to see in a long while, because each team has got their individual qualities to stay up, but they also got their priorities to go down. So I think you're going to see it change from one team to the next, right? Depending on each other's form. Like, so let's just say by the end of the season, I would probably see. Usually there'll be one outstanding team by over halfway. You could probably think, yeah, they're gonna go, and they'll probably be the first. But then the other two, I think that would be one of the tightest scraps for the other two to avoid the other two positions in a long while. And any two of those positions could be up for grab. Could be like still questioned by literally the final day or like final couple of days.
Yeah, 100%. Lucas says, "Come on, Stephen Law. We spoke yesterday in London."
I spoke to you 2 weeks ago about it when I predicted. No, actually, I predicted like Forest to get something out of Liverpool. Right, then that morning before the game started, I went bugger it and decided to turn it into. I should have put a bet on it, to be honest, because like I turned it into a 1-0 win, like, because they've got the quality there, right? They've got the quality there. And so on their day they could be threatening to any side, which is why I'm not taking nothing for granted.
Forest, for me, they can stay up only if they strengthen in January. But it's early for me to say. I've seen teams in position. Forest, for me, just need teams like
Strengthen in January. How many more players did they want?
I know we brought in 24
Well,
players.
you brought in like 26 players.
No, we brought in 24 players. We're not gonna. It's not gonna happen. We don't need. We might need one striker, but we don't need strength.
I'm sorry. Like, Luke, how can you expect Nottingham Forest to strengthen?
This is
when
why
when they've bought a whole squad. That doesn't make sense.
No, this is why Luke is not on, man, because he just talks some nonsense, man. Can't you just delete him? This chat, block him on his chat.
He's blocking.
He's annoying.
Anyway,
you can't even say my name properly. You can't even say my Don George channel. Get him on. Get Luke on, man. I'm gonna cuss him out.
Luke,
oh, God.
I'm gonna cuss him out. And
mate, Luca, you're a great friend, but some of your football, like some of your opinions are out there.
Or do you think?
Look. Good on. Carry on, conversation. Carry on before he comes on, because we can't wait for him.
Right,
Come on.
So anyway, before going into this game, then starting off for you, Dawn Tour, mate. How confident are you that you're going to come to the Emirates and beat Arsenal?
It's going to be tough. Like, Arsenal's not lost at home this season. Like I said, yeah, they didn't draw against Southampton 1-1. They did lose in a Europa League Cup.
Europa League, yeah.
Europa League. It's like I said, it's not going to be easy at all. Like I said, that front three,
We've been in poor form recently as well.
Yeah, but it's not. But it doesn't mean it doesn't mean if you've been in poor form. We're in poor form as well. But at the same time, like front three of Arsenal, they've got Xhaka. He's been fantastic. After all you Arsenal fans actually destroyed him last season or season before, so it's going to be tough. Do I expect us to win? I don't. Listen, I'm happy with a point. But as you know, we beat Liverpool, and like I said, no Liverpool fans gave Forest fans respect on that. And if Arsenal play a weak team and disrespect Forest, then I hope we batter them. But at the same time, I know Arsenal will not play a weak team because they want to win the league. They want to get as much points as possible. So yeah, it's going to be tough, really tough for us. But I want to go there. Expect a performance from Forest. But it's going to be tough.
Yeah, Sam, mate, what's your thoughts going into this game?
Yeah, well, obviously we need to win because after the last two games, we need to get momentum back. And what I want to actually see is some of the Arsenal that we saw last season. We need a performance and a convincing one to really boost our momentum back. Because after this, we've got two tricky away games. So this is now the chance where we have to really be taking full advantage of this, especially if you want to even be in the top four race, never mind the title race. You have to be picking up points, all 3 points here. But no disrespect to Nottingham Forest, but the thing is that we are top and they are bottom, and we have to really be taking full advantage. I don't think it's going to be as easy as everyone makes it out to be, because I actually do reckon Forest will put up a bit of a fight, and if they sit back and defend, then we're still not quite clinical about breaking teams down and really finishing off the game. And I want to see us, when we're on top, take our chances and really finish it off, because that's what we didn't do against Southampton. We didn't really quite do that against Leeds. Then we were holding on. And if you've actually watched our performances lately, they have actually dipped since the Liverpool win, and they've either been 1-0s and draws, and yes, we were getting the points now, but it's kind of caught up on us. But we just want to go out there and see a performance, really. And to be honest with you, anything but 3 points will feel like a defeat. A draw will feel like a defeat, and a loss. I think we will win, but we just got to play our best and really take it to them and see a top performance. That's all. And do I think we can do that? Yeah, I do think we can.
Yeah, man. Tom, mate, how confident are you that we're going to go and beat Nottingham Forest on Sunday?
I am confident, but I still don't think it will be as easy as everyone thinks it is. Especially the fact that the only criticism I've got of Arteta, he's used a lot of players, even in the Europa League, of our first team squad. And I'm just worried about their fatigue and everything, because they were talking about that the other day after the Europa League game against PSV and everything. And yeah, that's the only thing that worries me. If they can catch us on a bad day and we're tired or fatigued and all that, I still think they could do some damage to us. You know, they've got a good quality attacking threat. And at the end of the day, they beat Liverpool. And you know, I know Liverpool haven't been the same this season, but we loved it when we beat Liverpool. So we need to show some respect to Forest as well.
Thank you. Thank you. So no Liverpool fans show no respect to Forest. We beat them, so yeah.
Well, I mean, I just don't understand the even with us, the arrogance. They thought they were just going to roll into the Emirates. I know our record has been terrible against them, and I get that. But we've been on a high while they've been really low. And it's the same with you guys. Like, because they beat Man City 1-0 and it was a well-fought game, fair play to them, they thought they were going to just roll into Nottingham Forest and beat you. And it just doesn't work like that, to be honest.
It's
I'm going to go. I'm going to go for 2-1 as well. I think it will be as close as people think it is. Honestly, I think it will be close. Definitely.
Go on, Stephen.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you mentioned about Liverpool game. It's surprising they did that, to be fair, because, like, Klopp, from what I've seen of Klopp, he doesn't usually allow that from his team. So it was quite surprising they showed that level of arrogance going into that game. But, yeah, Arsenal, like, what they need to start realising now, for people that obviously don't know Arsenal's history, clearly, um, November, and I'm not using it as an excuse, by the way, November and February's always been difficult months. Like, it always gets to this period and we start dropping in performances. Now, the difference is can we still win games despite poor performances? I do feel like, Tom, it's not going to be a walk in the park. It's going to not. Anyone that thinks we're just going to roll in there and roll at the Emirates and score 2, 3, or 4, you're trolling. Like, there's no way. Not on our recent form. And Arteta should be banging it into the players that, right, that our recent form should be a wake-up call. Right? That you're not all this. You're not all brilliant. Right? Right? Don't listen to the media hype that everyone keeps banging on about, because that's all they banged on about since we've been winning so many games. Are we challenging City? Are we doing this? And I think some of the players have believed their own hype, in a sense, from the media. And yeah, I do feel that this one, I would like to see Arsenal bounce back with not just a win, but a good performance. Right, and show that we're not taking things, like, we're not just walking in whenever we feel like to think that we're just going to roll over any team, because we're far from that being that good, right? I mean, even Man City at times this season have walked in thinking they're going to wreck the joint, and they did that against Newcastle, ended up in a draw. They did it against Liverpool, they ended up getting they ended up losing. So yeah, I want to just see a good performance. That's the main thing, as well. Right, I don't just want to see a win. I want to see a good performance out of the team, because last 2 weeks has been a wake up call.
100%, man. Big up Oris, my guy. Thanks for joining. Football Ferreira, yes, my people. Everyone in this live. Big up Jose. Smash the likes, yes, guys. Alberto says, I honestly don't think Forest have the players to stop us at home, but anything is possible in the Premier League. I'm going for a convincing 3-0 win. Man, yeah, Stephen, I agree with what you said, man, because these last 3 weeks, performance-wise, they've been shocking, bro, ain't they? I mean, I know we got the result against Leeds, but that second half, we conceded the penalty.
We'd
Very
be
poor.
taking things for granted. I mean, look at the Southampton game. We took the lead, and then we thought, that's all right. We'll just
Exactly.
right. The game will just come to us now. Like, they'll just fall apart now, right? And doing so, we let them back in the game. Yes, the referee. Don't get me wrong, right? And people that know me know my channel. I don't like blaming referees. It's a cheap excuse. Right? It's just a weak excuse to show that you weren't good enough on the day, right? And yes, the ref, you could say, did play a part in blowing open, like, the whole game, because we were in control of it until he started being stupid. But still, I still think even without the ref being that poor, we would have been that poor anyway. Right? No matter what the ref was doing. So I'm sorry. In the end, like I was saying, is Leeds and Southampton clearly show that this team's been getting a bit big-headed.
Dawn Talk. Go on, Stephen.
No, sorry, I'm not finished.
Dawn Talk. What will be your Nottingham Forest lineup then, going into this game?
Same the one that beat Liverpool. Simple. Why change the team?
Why change it?
Why change a team that beat a team that is quarter side? I know Arsenal's a different animal to Liverpool, and that much better team. But like I said, we're going there. I just want a good performance from them. So I want the same team. That's all that matters. Same team there, and then just do a good performance. It's good. Like I said, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult because you're at home. I know we're bringing a good. We will be singing the whole 90 minutes. I hope I hear Arsenal fans sing, because last time I went there, all I heard was birds.
To be fair, this season that place has been rocking.
What?
To be fair, this season the Emirates has been. The
Listen to
Emirates
me.
has been a different. It's been a different atmosphere compared to previous seasons.
Listen to me. Every time I go to a top six team, all I hear is birds singing. That's all I hear. So all I want to know is we're gonna go there, do a good performance, and just be in the game. That's what matters.
Are you, Dor? Are you gonna go to the game tomorrow then, mate?
What do you think?
Of course, it goes every. Of course, but what a stupid question. Yeah.
Nice one. Yeah.
I go to every single game, home and away. I have fun. So yeah, it's my second time. I'm going there because the first time we got battered 5-0 in the cup.
Yeah.
So, I did a vlog for it as well. So, but yeah.
And then you also in the FA Cup 1-0.
Yeah, that was an easy game. We battered you lot. So yeah. I don't want to mention it because I don't want any upset your Arsenal fans. So yeah, like Luca's a bitch. He all he do is he moans like a little girl and all that. So so yeah.
Mate, he is funny about 10 minutes in, and then it's like we're gonna lose this game with shit. I'm like,
yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the game. Simple as that.
Yeah, and obviously for Arsenal's lineup, right? I presume Seb, like you're gonna go the same as always.
Yeah. However, Gabriel is a doubt.
He's injured, isn't he? Gabriel.
Well, he limped off.
So we have to put Rob Holding centre back.
No, go Ben White and Saliba.
Oh, Ben White centre back.
And then Tommy Ashley right back and Tierney left back. That's how I would just simply go with then the rest picked itself, Partey, Xhaka, Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli, Jesus. But this is a game now where we need Gabriel Jesus. He needs to be scoring now because he's gone quite a few games without a goal. So he needs to get his confidence going. And I also think this is a crucial game for Odegaard as well because his performances have dipped a little bit, and we need these people to be really performing. So we going into these next 2 games before the World Cup against Chelsea and Wolves. So these are big games for Odegaard and Jesus as well. And also, we also have to be aware that Saliba and Jesus have 4 yellow cards. So if they get booked this game, they'll miss the game. So they also need to be steady with their performance as well and be careful. But the main thing is go out there and put in the performance and get the points.
Yeah, man. Lucas said thoughts on the game, tough game. Look, we just gave all our thoughts, mate, a minute ago. Big up my forever brother, but yeah, big up. Stephen, Tom, big up my boys, yeah, big up Football Ferreira. But yeah, obviously Stephen and Tom, would you play like the exact lineup as you've been playing, weeks? Would you not think or keep it the same?
The only change I really wanted to see is because I don't know if you guys agree. I think Gabriel's been a bit not great at the last few games, to be honest. I know he did all right. I think it was against Leeds.
I don't get you lot are top of the league. Why?
No, but honestly, if you watch,
you're top of the league.
No,
yeah, I know.
Have you seen this guy
Hang on, yeah, but it's not all perfect. You can still improve. Of course you can, and it's not. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love us to win the league, but I really doubt that's going to happen, right?
Come on,
but
it could happen.
You're saying to me Gabriel's not been playing well, right?
He's been doing all right. To be
in one game.
One game.
No, it's been more than that. I'm on about the defender.
You know what? I don't get you lot. I don't.
Fans need to lay off Gabriel a bit. I know he does have the odd 1 or 2 moments where he's a bit rash, but let's be honest. In most of these games, he has been performing well. So,
but I wanted. That's all I wanted to say was. All I wanted to say.
No. Unless he's injured, you play him.
But he's injured. That's what I mean. So I just want to see.
One at a time. Wait, one at a time. Stephen, you're telling me to drop him?
Yeah, I'll put Ben White in there right now.
Yo, get out of here.
No.
Get out of here, man. Get out of
Nearly
here.
Nearly every single game,
Get out of
right,
here,
he has
man.
made mistakes. Right,
You-
nearly
You're
every
top
time we
of
could.
the
No.
league.
Every time we
You're
conceded.
top of the
Right, hang on a
league.
minute. Hang on a minute. Right, and we've been riding our luck because right, what happens is that he makes the mistake that then leads to a bloody goal. Nearly every bloody time. Saliba's nearly having to hold his bloody hand at times. He's not
Well,
been
that's what
performing
centre
well.
backs do.
Right?
That's what centre backs
And
do.
he always
No,
works
I want
and
Ben
makes
White.
up.
I would rather no, and I don't even like Ben
No.
White, but I would put Ben White in the centre and put Tommy on the right now.
Unless he's
Gabriel
injured,
is not
you
on
play him.
form.
Unless he's injured.
No,
you
no,
start
he's
him.
not on
Yeah,
form. He's not on form.
He's fine. He's fine.
No. If you want to
Oh,
start
my.
challenging for leagues, right, you can't accept those performances he's putting in.
Okay, but he always works hard and
You've
makes
lost,
up.
Stephen.
That's great, but
Wait.
unfortunately,
Right. Before I
Oh.
go. Right. How many games Arsenal played?
for
11.
12.
11 in the league.
In the league, yeah.
In the league.
Yeah,
How
it'd
many
be 12
games?
this league. It'd be 12
How
this
many
game.
games? How many games you won?
9.
Right.
Nine.
How many games you drawn? One
One.
draw, one defeat. And you're telling me you should drop him, put Ben White there, and Ben White didn't play. I'm a Forest fan. I don't like go deep into watching Arsenal, but you're saying to me put Ben White centre back, and he's been playing fantastic. Then at right back.
All I was going to say, because he's a doubt, Gabriel, it's nice to see a bit of change there, just to see how well Ben White does. I'm not saying drop Gabriel, but I do agree with Stephen. If you look at the game against Fulham, when Mitra just took the ball off him and he made it 1-0. Yeah, I know we won, but that
Then
was
the game
just
after that.
that was a little bit of luck as well, because don't forget it was a last minute goal. You know,
Then
these
you
things
got-
do count.
Hang
If
on
you
a
go
minute.
back in your head and you realise you're like, that could have been improved, that could have been improved. And like Stephen said, you want to win the league, you can't do these mistakes every week because
These
you get punished by
players
big
Doesn't
teams.
do it every
Making
week.
these if you want to challenge for the league, you can't have players making these mistakes every week.
He doesn't do it every week.
No,
Oh
he
my
doesn't do
God.
it every week.
Doesn't
But
do
look
it
at the way
every
he
week.
played against United.
Oh,
We
right.
lost that game.
Southampton didn't track his man at all, did he?
Oh, come
No,
on.
of course not.
No.
He
Dawn,
suddenly
mate,
went
just
blind.
Before you go, mate, just give you a quick score prediction, my man.
Wow, the way you're not talking about Gabriel, I think Barcelona 5-0. Because no, I don't understand. You know, like I said,
So
I don't
because
want.
we're top of the table,
No,
we can't say any criticism on our
let-
players.
Oh, you let me talk.
Well,
Let me talk. Can I talk?
Go on.
Right. So you're saying, right, you said you're criticizing player. That's fine. You can have your own opinion. But you're top of the league. You're saying to me, put Ben White centre back because Gabriel is not playing a good game in 1 or 2 games. You're top of the league.
1 or 2.
You
I've
beat
counted 5 or 6.
was he the team when you beat no, you win what team you lost to? Man U you lost to.
Yeah, he was. He was.
Yeah. Yeah, you lost 20, but you won games. Like the Leeds game, you won 1-0. You wasn't great, but you won. That's how teams,
Liverpool.
Let me talk.
but-
Let me
Go
talk.
on.
But you won. You're top of the league. If you was losing 4 or 3 games in a row, yeah, then you can talk about Gabriel getting dropped. But you're top of the league. Be happy you're top of the league. You're not second. You're not third. You're fourth. You're looking
Mate.
down at teams. Gabriel and Saliba, whatever his name is, are the decent centre back choice, right? You can't just say, "Oh, he played a crap game at that match," but you won. You won
Hang on a
against
minute.
Fulham. That's
He's
simple as
right.
that.
He's
Yeah,
right.
but he won
He's
against
absolutely
Fulham.
right. I'm on his side with that one. He's
You're
right.
top. You're top. You're looking down at teams. Not like we're looking
Okay.
up. Look, you're looking down. Simple as that. You can't
Yeah,
just say.
And then we got Arsenal fan in their mouth thinking that they're going to challenge for the league. We're making those mistakes.
What? Yes.
Well, we're not.
Say that again. Say that again.
I don't remember Tony Adams making those mistakes every week.
We're
don't
in a
remember
different
Southampton
era.
making
We're
those
in a
mistakes.
different era. That was in the 90s.
Come on,
That was
we're in
That was in the 2000s actually.
okay. 2000, 90s, 2000. But you can't be talking about it's
Yeah,
Tony
but
Adams.
those are players that have
you're
won titles.
top.
That's the
Look,
level.
right, Stephen. Before I go, right. The last two years before that, Arsenal were getting destroyed by the media saying they're not top of the league, they're not playing great football. But right now, at this moment in time, you are top of the league. You're saying, we're not going to challenge Man City, we're not going to challenge this block. You never know. You can't predict the future. What's going to happen? Everyone bangs on about Arsenal needs strength, la da da. But you're top of the league. You're
That's
top of the
great,
league.
but if we don't address,
Enjoy it. Stop being
Hang on a-
negative.
no,
Enjoy it.
hang on a minute. Like compared to
Enjoy
some,
being top of the league. Simple.
well, I am.
You're not. You're just saying, oh,
Yes, I am. But I'm
If
allowed
Gabriel-
to say if players are not playing well or not.
Okay,
And at the
okay,
moment,
okay.
for me, he's not playing well. I would put him off for a few games, right, and put
Oh,
Ben
my
White in
days.
and show that he's got
You know what?
competition.
I wish I was in your position right now. You know,
Oh,
I wish I was in your
so
position
we're not
right
allowed
now.
to criticise any players because
I'm
we're
not saying criticize him. I'm just saying. You're
I
top
would
of
want
the
to
league.
see him dropped for a few games, right? Because at the moment he's making
Oh,
silly, constant mistakes, right? So I'd rather see him drop, put Ben White in there, and see his reaction. Because most players, when they get dropped like that, then all of a sudden, shit, I need to improve my game, and it'd be the best thing that ever happened
I
to
agree
him.
with you. You know what? I agree with you because we agreed to
He
disagree.
conceded those 2 goals against PSV. Was he on the pitch? No.
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
That's
Oh
it.
my
Yeah,
Jesus
but
Christ!
that's one.
Wait.
That's one game as well.
That's one
Wait.
game, and I'm talking about.
Did he play? Did he
Liverpool.
play, Stephen? Stephen, did he play?
Did he cause the 2
Did he play?
equalisers against?
Did
Did
he
he
play?
cause his Liverpool
Did he
2
play?
equalisers?
Stephen, did he play against
That's
PSG?
one. You picked out one game. I'm picking 5 or
Stephen,
6.
did he play? Did he play?
Fucking- right. Well, I'll just sit here then.
No. Did he play? Yes,
He didn't
PSG.
start. He came
No,
on.
wait.
No, he did not play.
Okay,
Right.
that's a bit
But hang
alright.
on a minute. You're picking one game out. I'm picking 3 or 4.
What? Well, pick him out then.
Liverpool caused the 2 equalisers.
Did you win?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank fuck.
Right,
They've
okay.
got a shit
Next-
defence.
Next game.
Fuck me. You're telling me
Next
we're going
game.
to do that against Man City?
No.
Oh, my
Carry on.
Jesus.
Let's carry on. But I've got to go. But I'll
Fulham.
go on. Did you win?
Yes, and he scored the winner. And
Yeah,
he made-
and who?
Right,
Yeah,
he
and
scored
who
the winner.
bailed them
He
out?
scored the winner.
Who
He scored
bailed
the
them
winner.
out?
He scored the winner. Next.
Yes.
Right.
Man United.
Aston Villa. as
Did you
well.
win?
No, that wasn't
Man
him.
United
That
as
was
well.
Oh,
Fine, but that was also because we got the tactics wrong.
that's
It wasn't just him. It was us playing a high line.
No, that to be fair, that was.
It was a team effort that loss.
Yeah, the way they pushed up the field that game was ridiculous.
was that Gabriel's fault?
Not only
No, not
his
necessarily
fault.
just his fault.
It was
You're making it sound like I want him gone, I want him sold. This is
Well, that's like, you're
ridiculous.
saying because
This
he's
is
not playing.
ridiculous. I just asked him, can I drop him a few games to him so he can actually
Only
respond?
No.
If he's not fully fit, then you
No,
drop
my
To
point-
me, it looks
it's
like
only
he's
it's
relaxed.
playing.
To
My
me,
point
it
is,
looks like he
my
knows
point
he's
is-
playing every
Right.
week. doesn't it?
I'm overdoing stuff. What's going on a minute? Right. This is what I'm trying to say to you, to all Arsenal fans who's watching this.
Uh-huh.
You're top of the league.
Great.
Enjoy it.
Yes,
because
I am. But when
You're not-
I'm not going to sit here and just think everything's rosy in the garden.
you're top. Oh, you're deluded.
No, I'm not deluded, mate. I'm not going to sit here
you're
and just
deluded.
completely
Sorry.
ignore any mistakes that Arsenal are making, right?
No, you don't.
Otherwise, one won't bother doing this. One won't bother
Wow.
talking.
No. Right. Any other fans agree that Gabriel's been playing rubbish?
Right at the
Anyone
moment.
for that? No, Stephen,
Right, when I
Stephen,
see Arsenal playing poorly, I will criticise them playing poorly. I won't just sit there and go, "Oh, it doesn't matter. We're top of the league anyway."
You remind me of bloody what's his name, Lee Gunnar. Every time we fucking win.
No, I'm not. I'm just sitting here saying I will criticise the team the same way I've praised the team. Every single game that we've played, I've praised the team, right? But I will still, in those wins, but hang on a minute. But still in those wins, I will still point out mistakes and things that need
Gabriel.
improving.
You're blaming Gabriel.
You're picking one player out.
You're picking one person.
No, I've picked many other players out as well.
Oh, right. Rewind.
Fucking hell! I'll give
Are
in.
you so said he saved us points?
I'll give
by
in.
fucking-
Thank you.
I'll fucking give in.
You saved us 2 points
So,
against.
according
Yeah,
to
so
you
we're
lot,
back-
we should shut our fucking mouth, right?
No,
And we
no,
should
no,
fucking
no.
stay top then. I'll shut my fucking mouth then.
What?
Well, I'll shut my fucking mouth.
No.
Because I'm not allowed to do anything. I'm not allowed to criticise.
No.
I've got to
See,
sit here and praise it all the time.
You're top of the league. I wish Forest were top of the league.
But I saw.
He's been better than Saliba
I
in the last
agree.
couple
I
of
Right,
years.
agree. I
Yeah,
agree.
and
He has.
yes, but I
I
would still
agree.
point. Right, there's another game where Saliba made the mistake, and I pointed that out. Right, the last game he was fucking dog shit.
That
Right,
is true.
and I put him, and I rated him as dog shit.
Well, right, so now you're gonna drop him now. So you're gonna drop him.
You drop him.
That was one game out of the whole season. Gabriel's been 4 or 5.
Yo, I can't believe it. This is funny, man. This is funny as hell.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
Yo, man, but you can't.
You're
I'm just
a
saying, all of it.
joke.
I'm
This
gonna
is
wrap
a
up.
joke.
I'm saying to go before I wrap up. Arsenal fans, you're top of the league. Enjoy it. Everyone
We
does
won't know us with
mistakes,
it.
but it's the way Steven talking. He wants to finish 5th in the league. No Champions League.
Oh,
football.
fuck off! Fuck off! Do one. Seriously, do one.
He's back. Oh, come
Right.
on.
Done out here.
Peace and
Oh,
love,
fuck
people.
yeah,
Cheers,
fuck
Dom,
you,
mate.
Vicky
Thanks,
Bird.
Up the forest.
Yeah, go. Right, fuck
Fuck
off.
it now.
Come on, it's a little banter.
Done with it.
You can't take it.
Right. Let's read some comments, lads.
But since we're all Arsenal fans here, I saw something someone put on Twitter yesterday and said, if we go through January playing like this and we get to the window, do we buy just a secure top 4, or do we buy to seriously challenge Manchester City for the title?
Oh no, we have to buy.
We have to
We have to buy to seriously challenge, because
Yeah, I
thing
said
is,
the same
the
thing.
way I think this title is going to go, it's not having the odds and slip ups like Southampton or that. It's if we don't strengthen in January, then I think.
Oh yeah,
then
mate. Look
it
what
will
last
go.
January.
That's the only
Last
way.
January said, mate. We
Yeah,
will know
and
one.
previous ones before, when previous ones in the past where we've not strengthened and when they've cost us. So this January we have to learn from these mistakes. But it's going to be big.
I heard right that Mikante has only got 50 million to spend this January.
Oh, we need more than that. That won't.
Absolutely.
That only gets us one player at best.
Not enough, is it?
We need at least 2 or
Top
3.
of the league can't fucking say. I'll fucking say it.
We need at least a couple. Then we need to really push on, because the fixture congestion could easily get worse after the World Cup. So, and plus Europa League will get into the latter stages, so we're going to have to play most of our first team, especially with some of the teams that are dropping out. So, strengthening in January is an absolute must, but we just need to budget out what we got now until then.
We need Smith Rowe back. He has a cutting edge that Odegaard lacks. Yeah. Smith Rowe's a very good player. Yeah, I mean, people forget like how good he was.
Also, Zinchenko's been a big miss, because he helps us. He keeps us more stable in possession, and he makes our build-up play more fluid. And we've seen in these recent weeks that he's actually been a big miss. And if he's not fit tomorrow, then Tierney must start, not Tommy Asher at left back. This must be Tierney.
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't know why he's playing Tommy Asher left back.
It
worked.
I understood it against Liverpool, but I don't understand it in these.
Tierney's made less mistakes, but we'll drop him.
Sorry?
Tierney's made less mistakes, but there you go.
Well, let's all start this again.
Whoa. You won't let me drop a player that's making mistakes, but you're happy to drop a player who's been for a
because
player
he's not a natural
just come back, right? But you're happy to drop a player who's actually most of the time played well. Okay. Well,
yeah, but he's not a natural left back.
I have to be honest, I never heard of Tommy Yasu until he came to us. Never heard of him. Yeah, the only time I heard of him is because we were going for him with Spurs, and I think Spurs were interested in him as well.
Do you know we got him? Was to get Emerson Royale instead?
Yeah.
Oh wow, how different would that have been? Jesus Christ.
Well, apparently, Edu and the board wanted Emerson Royale, but Arteta wanted Tommy.
Did you see that no-look pass he made in the Champions League?
Honestly, man.
Football Forever says, big up everyone. Of course, we got everyone in my show one day when Arsenal wins the league. Of course, bro. You know what I mean? Anyway, Lucas says, anyway, thoughts on the game, but Forest will go there and play a low block. They go to defend, and for me, this game could be one of those games where Arsenal will just straight the win. My prediction is 2-1 to Arsenal.
Could be.
Big up Nottingham Forest fan, Dawn, my boy. Fire. Mate, Gabriel made mistakes. I'm with Stephen with this one.
Thank you very fucking much.
Hey, calm down. You need to
But
calm,
because I'm top of the league, I should shut my mouth.
you need to calm down.
That's the point I'm making. Jesus Christ.
Tom, mate, what?
We ain't winning the league if we can't pick up the problems and improve on them.
Well,
Tom,
you've got the
City do
January
that.
window
That's
to
why
do
they've
that.
been so dominant for the last 5, 6, 7 years.
You've got
Tom,
the
what's been your thoughts?
So
on
when they
Gabriel?
not do well, they go out and buy the players that will do well.
Well, you've
My
got the
thoughts on who?
January window for that.
Gabriel.
What the
Look, there are times I do understand. I understand both points. I understand. Yeah, we should be happy that we're on top of the league, but we want to be
Of
consistent.
course
And
not.
I honestly think, as well, what have we got to lose? That's why I'm happy that you guys said let's strengthen to actually go for the title if we're in that position by January. And yeah, and I think he has been good in some games, and he's made some rash challenges as well. But then again, I suppose I know what Stephen's saying about Tony Adams,
Then he
but
got sent
then
off against Leeds.
Dor said as well that football's different. Yeah, but that wasn't a sending off, man. That's why they changed it in the last minute against Leeds.
Never red card. We would have been.
Yeah. That was a weird game as well. And let's not forget, this is why I always think that teams at the bottom as well, they're going to fight for everything. And Leeds actually put a lot of pressure on us in the second half because they're fighting as well. And that's why I think it won't be easy tomorrow because of this as well, because they're going to go for it. And the fact that they beat Liverpool, they're going to be confident, definitely.
Yeah, so yeah, I agree with you, man. This live is fire. Yes, my boys love it. They got praise in, man. I appreciate the support. Mate, he saved us points against Leeds by blocking 2 certain goals, says RD12.
Correct.
He has been better to leave.
I'm staying quiet now.
I agree. He has.
Nottingham Forest is bigger than Tottenham. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, they are.
Most
Well,
clubs in
technically,
this.
they're bigger than us. They've won 2 Champions League.
Yeah. They've won 2 Champions Leagues. Josh, get this Nottingham Forest fan on my shows. I'll try, man. He's quite busy, I think. I don't know. He's got like 10k subscribers or something, I heard. What a show. Up Nottingham Forest, bigger than Tottenham and have more European history than Arsenal. Enjoy it while it lasts, not for long. I love Gabriel because he don't let anyone bully him. He's the only player like that in the squad, and that was something we were missing in the last 6 to 7 years.
Right.
Alberto, good morning, my forever.
Everyone's making it. I want to sell the bastard.
Um,
By the way, can I just make a point, right?
Go on.
People haven't even recognised me this season on my own channel, right? Thinking I've gone completely flipped and become Arteta in, right? Being one of the most positive out there. So, just want to put that out there, right? Just in case anyone thinks I'm not grateful for the fact we're top of the league, right? I just want to see a bit of improvements.
Where do you stand on the manager? Where do you stand?
He's not proving me until he proves me wrong by challenging the league to about last 4 or 5 games.
Okay, fair enough.
Because that's my standards.
Yeah, I'm with Stephen because, like,
my standard is winning a title or challenging for leagues. I got rid of Wenger for that. So why am I going to back a man who's doing less?
Facts.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, but the way I don't know.
Don't get me wrong, Tom. No, but here's the thing: when he does it, I'll put my hands up and say I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I was going to say that even
and
now.
I'm on this positive train because I don't want to look like a person that's trying to find negatives every 5 seconds. Right? But when I see shit going on the pitch, I expect them to be improved. And that's all I was saying. The only thing I was saying about Gabriel is I would leave him a few games, right? Put Ben White in the centre, put Tom in the right. That also gives him the incentive. There's competition there, and if you don't perform well, right, he's going to find himself replaced, right? Yeah. And usually, what that does to defenders and players, it spurs them on.
Okay, fair enough.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Stephen, 3 clean sheets away from home. That's big, mate, says Alberto.
3 clean sheets away from home?
Yeah, that's what Alberto says. That's big.
Oh, yeah,
Brentford away.
Wait, Brentford Leeds. Wait, hold on. 3 clean. Wait, Brentford Leeds.
Brentford Leeds, Bournemouth. We should be getting
Brentford,
clean
Leeds,
sheets there.
Brentford, Leeds, Bournemouth. Well,
It is
Palace.
Brentford, Leeds, Bournemouth.
Yeah,
isn't
it must be them three then.
Yeah, it is.
We should
Palace
be
as well.
but to be
We haven't got
Oh,
fair,
Palace.
if
Palace as well.
if
We
we
haven't
are
got-
to be top of the league, we should be getting clean sheets away.
Yeah, well, we are starting to do that now. If there was a 1 point, we weren't doing that at all. Well,
Doron Tour says rattled.
Is that his channel's name? That I might follow him.
Yeah, that's his channel's name, Doron Tour. Yeah.
Well, people get my point now. I forgot what that.
RD12 says like people forgetting Tierney. I think he means like people forgetting how good Tierney is, for fuck's sakes.
he is
I
good.
ain't fucking.
He has to start tomorrow at left back. He has to start. If
Yeah,
Zinchenko's not fit.
Yeah, Zinchenko's so injured, isn't he?
Yeah, we miss him. I don't know when he's going to be back, but
Who's that?
I hope he's not. I hope this isn't another Tommy Ashley when he was just meant to be for a few weeks, and then it turns out to be months and months and months. Because this seems to be a recurring problem at this.
Zinchenko.
It better not be. I don't. Hopefully not, because we miss him. We do miss him.
It'll sort itself out.
What? So if would you rather play Zinchenko if he gets back in back instead of Tierney?
Yes, because he makes a big difference. We've seen in these last few weeks how much we've missed him because he controls us in possession. He makes his midfield tick, and also our build-up play is much better, especially against teams lower down the table. He is crucial. Maybe Tierney's better at defending and better at crossing, but better in possession is Zinchenko. I think they're different type of players, really, but Zinchenko would be perfect for a game like tomorrow. He would have been perfect for Leeds. That's what I honestly think. And he would have been crucial for Southampton as well. But...
Stop mumbling. You're like Luca.
Oh.
Oh no! I don't think it's saying you said.
Listen, he's allowed his opinion, isn't he?
Yeah, everyone's entitled to their opinion, man.
Everyone's entitled to their opinions. If that's what he thinks, fair enough. You shouldn't be arguing about it.
Alberto says actually it's 4 clean sheets away from home. Yeah, I think that's true, innit?
I'm trying to think.
Palace.
Palace. Yeah.
Palace, Bournemouth, Brentford, and Leeds. 4.
Yeah. I forgot about Palace.
Yeah. Fair enough. But yeah, mate, we're gonna do some get our predictions, score predictions, all that. So I'm gonna go with. I think it's been a very tight game, and I said 1-0 to Arsenal. The way we've been playing over the past few weeks hasn't been that great performance-wise, and I think it's going to carry on like that, unfortunately. But I think we will get the job done. It'll be tough. I think Arsenal will win 1-0. Seb, mate, what's your score prediction?
I'll go 2-0. I'll go 1 extra. I'll say 2. But seriously, when we're on top, we need to bury this game and take our chances. Start killing off teams, because that is one thing we're not doing. We're not killing off teams. Don't hold on to like a 1-0 and make it all stressful. Kill it off. Jesus gets some goals. Odegaard gets some goals. We need this one, and we need a top performance.
Yeah, mate. What is your thoughts on Jesus this season?
No, he's been good, but the thing is, the only thing that's worrying about him is that he's not as clinical. He's not clinical enough. We do need to start making sure he finds that net when he gets a couple of chances and to take them. He can't keep missing them as much as he does, because that's what all the best strikers do. When they get chances, most of the time they take them. He needs to do that, because he was also doing that at Man City. And this is no criticism to saying that we should drop him. No, absolutely not. But he does need to be ruthless and kill off the games.
Tom, your prediction, mate?
I think I'm going to go with. I think Luca wrote in the comments 2-1. I think they will score. I do think they will score. But I think it will be a tough one. So yeah, I'll go for 2-1.
Stephen, bro, what's your prediction for this game?
1-0.
Well, yeah, same as me, man. 1-0. RD12 has gone with 2-0. Yeah, I've gone 1-0. I think we're going to get the win.
If we don't win this game, then it'll be time to start panicking. But until then, I don't think there's any reason to panic just yet. But if we don't win this game,
If we don't win this game, yeah.
Then start panicking because listen, we ain't going to win every game like Southampton last week. We ain't going to win them all, but this is a game we have to take 3 points.
Obviously, I just remember like Nottingham Forest have got Lingard, don't they? Like, do you know when he danced on our went for Man United?
That was a while ago. Though,
it was
since then.
But he does love a game against Arsenal. Lingard. He scored for West Ham against us as well. You know. So.
Oh yeah, he did. In that 3-3.
Oh, that game was crazy, man. We went 3-0 down.
Yeah.
But RD12 says the Leeds game. To be fair, I didn't think we trained all week because I don't think he trained all week because he was concussed after the Liverpool game, and then Southampton, arguably his worst game for Arsenal. Who's he on about?
Gabriel Jesus.
Oh, is he going to the World Cup? Because the times they've predict like they've put the squad out for Brazil in friendlies. Some of the times they don't even pick him. And don't get me wrong, I'll be happy if he doesn't go just for Arsenal's sake.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, we all hope so, innit? But
I do think he probably will go.
I think he will pick because their striker is Roberto Firmino, I think, innit?
Oh yeah.
Firmino, yeah.
So but no, obviously it's good for us if like, I mean, obviously when we watch World Cup, I want to see us players playing it because it's nice to see. But at the same time, you know, if they get injured, then kind of like Partey, mate, he's going Ghana. Bro, if he gets injured, man, his family should be January.
It's weird, like you know, a part of me is excited for it, another part of me is not because it just doesn't feel like a World Cup year at all. And the fact that it's playing in winter for us is crazy, absolutely weird.
Don't get me wrong, I'm buzzing for it, man. I'm very excited, but you said it's quite weird, isn't it? First ever time, it's in November.
Oh yeah.
We're watching it. It's probably good. It's gonna be really cold, and then they're all in Qatar, you know, loving life. we're watching it because usually you think World Cup, in like June, right? And everyone's hyped for it. It's all nice. The weather's all nice and all that, but it's gonna be so much different, you know, this year.
Yeah.
But Alberto says we don't need to play well every game as long as the points are coming. That's good. The match against Leeds was our best performance because we showed that we can play under pressure.
Yeah, well, he does make a point there because in previous seasons is that we've been good.
We folded,
getting enough points when we're not playing well because sometimes you do need. There's going to be at least 5 games where you pick up points when you're not playing the best, and we've got one so far, and I think we kind of got one against Fulham as well. I think we're going to be a few more of that where you just got to get the points and just get out of there. But we need to be better at those, and so far we are starting to see it.
Yeah, Doran Tor says big football versus Doran Tor, big up brother. Doran Tor says Luca. I can see Firmino starting over Jesus, to be fair, in the World Cup.
If he does, I don't mind. I don't care if he does.
So with Martinelli, like, I think he might get picked, but he's never going to play because
I'm not sure he's going to go.
They're winners: Neymar, Vinicius Junior,
Anthony as well. I'm not sure Martinelli's going.
There's no way. I don't see him starting. He might go off the bench, but I never see him start because their squad's mad. Luke, are you here? I thought he was going to have a break. Luke, you supposed to come on, mate. Nottingham Forest nightmare equals Martinelli. Yeah, I remember that game when we backed them 5-0 on the counter.
Yeah, that was his first 2 goals. He scored his first 2.
That was Kearney's debut as well.
Yeah.
I think that was under Unai Emery as well.
Emery,
yeah.
And then that same season, we played Liverpool in the next round, and it was like 5-5 game. Do you remember that? How we never won that is beyond me, bro. Honestly, we lost on penalties. Like, we was like 3-1 up at one point. We bottled it.
That was terrible. Yeah.
That was Emery ball, man. And now he's back.
We were 3-1 and 4-2 up as well.
Actually, what do you think of him getting the Aston Villa job? Do you think that makes sense, or do you think that's a dodgy decision?
I think it's a great appointment.
I think it's an ambitious move for them. I do.
Don't get me wrong, man. I do rate him. You know, I think he's a quality manager. And yeah, they work at Arsenal, but you only got to look what he's done at Villarreal. Got on the Europa League final, beat Arsenal in the semis, beat Man United in the final. Champions League when knocked out Juventus, Bayern Munich. It's not easy knocking out Bayern Munich. Like obviously we know that we always got battered 5-1 by them year in year out.
The thing with him is that I think he's very good in Europe. But in
He's very good in Europe and like
in the
cup
league, he's not
because
so
he plays the same formation all the time. But in the league, it's kind of like even at Villarreal, they're struggling in the league. I think they finished 7th last season. I think it's like 8th this season. And at Arsenal, I mean, he was 8th when he got sacked, weren't he? And
Yeah.
he finished 5th. He always did get us top 4, you know. 1 point off 4th, 2
should
points
have
off
done it
3rd.
though. Should have done it.
Mate, if he never played Jenkinson against that game against Crystal Palace, right?
Yeah.
Should have played a strong team. He shouldn't have played El Nene and Guendouzi.
And that Brighton game as well. You know, that 1-1 game. When
Yeah.
I think Xhaka, or it's Mustafi or Xhaka who gave away that penalty in.
Xhaka.
I think Xhaka, yeah.
1-1, and then if we would have won that, we would have got top 4. Even that Leicester game, we got battered 3-0. Even that Everton game, man, there's so many games where towards the end he bottled it, didn't
He
he?
just needed to beat Palace and Brighton. That was all.
And then we had that Europa League final as well, which against Chelsea got destroyed 4-1. But yeah, Jesus for me should be 100% over Richarlison, but I think he's injured anyway. Yeah, 100%. But yeah, guys, I've gone 1-0. Seb, you've gone
2-0.
2-0. Steven's gone 1-0. Tom, you've gone 2-1, wasn't it?
2-1, yep.
2-1. Yeah, so we're going to wrap it up now, guys, on an hour today. We've got everyone who's watched, we've got everyone in the chat as always. Starting for you, Tom, you can just shout out your channel where people can find you.
Yeah, you can find me on my YouTube, Tom the Gooner, and obviously on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and all that. And just click subscribe and like on my channel, and we'll try and do another video like this again sometime in the future, guys. I appreciate it having me on and everything.
It's been a pleasure, man. You're always welcome, of course. Seb, of course, shout out your. I know you ain't got a channel, but you got Instagram and all that and Twitter.
Yeah, I've got Instagram, so I'm on Talk Arsenal FC on Instagram, and I also write weekly articles for the Arsenal Lounge, so you can always follow that page and find
Arsenal Lounge, cool.
Yeah, and of course, Stephen.
Chill up.
Just find us on TV.
Yeah, I do really appreciate all you lot coming on today. Big guy, of course, Dawn Tour as well, who's not a Forest fan, he came on as well. But yeah, it's hopefully Arsenal do get the win. Well, we better get the win because if we lose, we've got Chelsea next, don't we, after this, and then Wolves as well. So yeah, it's going to be a big game tomorrow. And yeah, thanks to everyone who's watched. Press that button, subscribe to all the channels as well. Everyone's channels, the link is in the title. Just click the link and you take them right there. But yeah, we got everyone, and come on, you Gunners.
Come on, you
Thank
Reds.
you, guys.